Your Hollywood system stole our sex and co-opted our violence, so there's nothing left for our kinds of movies.
I did not hit her. It's not true.
Klopex? Klopex. Klopex.
Up yours, baby.
Me and Bubba, my little brother, listen to you every night.
Where in the hell are we?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hey guys, this is Cody Everett from Cult Film and Review, and we are here live at Mad Monster Con doing a podcast for you guys. A little later up, we're going to have a special guest with us, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be awesome. Just been checking out the Horror Con, just been checking out what's going on here lately, and it is exciting here, man. There's a ton of people here. DVDs are flinging, things are going by. Everybody's having looks like they're having a good time here. We got a lot of scantily clad ladies, a lot of people dressed up. It is really cool atmosphere.
Lots of black.
Lots of black.
Everybody's wearing
there's
black.
So many
here,
black T-shirts,
including myself.
Chris, how do you feel about the con so far?
So far, so good. We're out here at the Brain Damage booth, repping the booth. We're selling midnight release films. We're selling Brain Damage films. We're selling some of the shock stuff that we carry. Everybody who's come by has been really nice, really responsive to it, and we're having a good time.
Dude, I'm having a great time here. I've met some cool people already.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Got some awesome posters already. I'm nerding out right now, so it's pretty cool.
I haven't spent this much money in a long time.
Right? I know.
And all I bought was a T-shirt and some movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was not planning on spending any money when I got here, but lo and behold, the wallet came out.
Kyle, how are you enjoying the con so far?
It's been fun, man. There's a lot of interesting people. James Hung is here.
James Hung is here.
James Hung, yeah, and David Naughton.
David, should we just say who our special guest is going to be here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? It's no secret.
Who is it, Chris? To let the audience
Linnea
know.
Quigley.
That's right, Linnea Quigley.
Is that how you say it, Cody?
Yes, it is. It's
Very
Linnea
good job.
Quigley. She's going to be here. She has been in Return of the Living Dead. She's been in
Night of the Demons.
Night of the Demons. What is it? Slime.
Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bolorama.
She's been in a ton of stuff. So she produces also. She's got a film coming out for Brain Damage and Midnight Releasing. So we can't wait to talk about that with her too. So I appreciate you guys being with us. We're going to enjoy more of the con. Thank you for sticking with us. We'll be back. All right, guys. So we're here at the Mad Monster Con, and there's a ton of people here. We got Derek Mears is here. David Naughton's here. Jake the Snake Roberts is here.
Fucking Peter Criss, motherfucker.
Peter Criss from Kiss is here.
The Cat Man.
The Crypt Keeper is here.
The Crypt Keeper is the guy. I want to get.
Who's the guy on the stilts?
That's just some guy walking around.
Yeah, he's just dressed up.
There's some dude walking around on stilts wearing like some kind of demon mask and carrying a baby.
He's Satan.
In fact, that couple came by yesterday, and I would have never recognized him, but he'd said my name. He's like, "Hi, Chris," and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then I realized after I saw his girlfriend, I was like, "Oh, it's that couple that bought the Traces of Death box set yesterday."
There's tons of action figures here too. Alien action figures, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jason Voorhees, Mike Myers. There's tons.
Tons of rare shit too.
They're actually doing what's cool behind us. Like there's a special effects artist who's applying makeup and stuff. So that's
really
pretty badass.
Yeah, I actually got what do you call it? I got a Thailand poster of Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Thailand. It was
Thailand.
Yeah, it was Thailand. Thailand poster of Return of the Living Dead, which is pretty sweet. I picked up one of those. I also picked up for my wife. I picked up a picture of a zombie. Pee Wee Herman.
Nice.
Yeah, which is it's pretty cool. Originally drawn, so that was pretty cool.
That's the thing is you can't find a lot of this stuff anywhere.
No.
I mean, you could spend all day online going to try to search for some of these things, but everything's so rare and so handmade. Right next to us, we've got a guy that does wood carving.
His wood carvings are pretty badass.
He does wood carving, like outline. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it's like it's like a cutout, I guess. And it's of all these like horror movie icons.
I'm sure he could probably tell us what the actual name of the style of artwork that is. But
I think he kind of invented it.
Well, no. I mean, I've seen that done before where you get like, remember in art school, you get like a piece of black paper and you cut out your design and then you paint white paper behind it and then, there it is.
Right, yes.
But this is like all focused on horror and it's fantastically done.
Yeah. It is really well done.
Yeah.
Everything here, though, like all the booths I've walked by, like was it Infamous Monster, Infamous Monster?
Famous Monsters.
Famous Monsters, is that what it is? That
Yeah.
booth was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had a whole get-up going on up there.
Dude, they have their booth is slammed. Henry Winkler is here.
Yeah, the
What?
Fonz.
Where's he
the
at?
Fonz. He
The
was
Fonz,
standing
dude,
right
over
behind
here.
us.
He has not sat down since this place is open.
No.
Not sat down.
And he's wearing clogs.
If you
What do you mean he's right? He was right behind us. When the hell did that happen?
He's been there all day.
Yeah, you
No
won't recognize
shit.
him because he's all gray now.
No, he's literally not behind a table. He's on the floor. He has not sat down. He's on the floor just talking to people, which I think is probably one of the coolest things that I've ever seen a person do at a con. I haven't seen a lot of people do that actually.
Did we say that Sid Haig was out here?
No, we did not
Sid
say
Haig
that.
is down
Yeah.
here. I haven't got a chance to talk to him yet. I plan on doing that
He's
too.
super cool. When I first got here, when we were setting up the booth, he was just wandering around, just talking to all the vendors and just cracking jokes and just like, oh, like when I showed up, I was like, who's your company? And I said Brain Damage, and he was standing right there, and he's like, oh, Brain Damage, that's what I have. So he's like very friendly. I've seen him at other conventions, and he always is a really pleasant person to go up and talk to. He's the kind of guy you can run into outside of the bathroom, and he'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" He wouldn't be like, "See me at the booth and pay me $40."
Did we see? Did we mention James Hong being here? Did we mention that?
think we
I think I
did.
said something about it, but it was so funny. I happened to be walking by, and some fan wanted him to do the low pan, the battle between the cross fingers when he's fighting Egg Shen with the jewel.
Yeah.
And he did the scream too. That was fucking great to watch. Like a little geek out moment
They
there
were
for me.
chanting "Low Pan" over there a little bit ago.
I'm going to have him sign my Big Trouble in Little China poster that I got for the house. That's the plan for today.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I heard walking by, he's $30 for a signature.
That's perfect, dude. That's fine with me.
Yeah, some of these places you go, like what you were saying, Comic-Con is a little bit more expensive than something
Comic-Con's
like
a little more expensive. But you know what? I understand because they're here. They need to make money, man. And they're doing a job. I understand these people are fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But, I mean, they still need to make money.
Yeah, I mean, these guys aren't like constantly doing films anymore. I mean, they're still probably involved, but it they're cult icons for a reason.
Yeah, and that's basically what their career has changed into. It's gone away from doing films, and it's become more promoting the characters that they have created through a lifetime of film.
Agree.
So
we just had a person walk by us that was dressed up like what's his name from Rocky Horror Picture Show? Oh my God,
Frankenfurter.
Frankenfurter, yeah.
I'm not sure if
Tim Curry.
I'm not sure if that was a boy or a girl.
That was a woman.
I think
was a woman.
that it was a woman.
I
yeah.
just saw the wig and the ass end, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, that was a woman. Now, I had the same confusion when I first saw it. I was like,
Me too, yesterday.
God bless her for dressing up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, yeah, because it was freezing in here, and to wear
Dude,
those
it's
kinds
cold.
of outfits, it's like,
Yeah.
how can you walk around in like underwear?
Dedication.
Well,
Dedication.
It's also brave to walk around in underwear.
I know,
feel
right?
wouldn't see my fat ass doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna
that
say,
much.
there's something kind of sexy about that though, because it's like you're
It's confident.
You're confident
Confidence,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah, you're confident enough to show yourself in front of in front of people you don't know. Everybody, just looking at you, staring at you, whether they want to or not. You just can't help yourself.
I'm telling you right now, the Brain Damage booth is blowing up.
Blowing the fuck up
It's
right
huge.
now.
People are coming up, buying movies like crazy. Check them out online at.
BrainDamageFilms.com or MidnightReleasing.com.
I'm sure you can order things from there.
Yes, you definitely can.
Yeah.
But when you come out to these conventions, where we get the opportunity to sell these films at a little bit of a cheaper price. So
Yeah. Wait, how many other conventions a year do you guys hit? Just, obviously people listening to this podcast are going to miss this convention, but
sure, no.
future shit lined up?
Yeah, Comic-Con's coming up at the end of May here. We're going to be there. We were there last year, had a really good time doing it.
That's awesome.
We're also probably, depending how things go, we're going to try to hit the Fear Con later on in October around Halloween time. We do a lot of local stuff, but we're going to start branching out and traveling a little bit more and getting out to some of these bigger horror conventions, like in Texas, like Texas Frightmare. So yeah,
Very cool.
We got stuff going on.
So mark
sure.
your calendars, people. You want
Mark
to
your
come out and check
calendars.
out Brain Damage booth. Get some of their crazy fucking movies. Some
Crazy
of these movies are
movies.
ridiculously disturbing,
Some guy-
gory, and silly.
Some guy just bought Monstered. Thanks to Cody.
Monster.
Dude, I'm slinging DVDs today. That's what I've been telling people.
He sold one DVD and
Two.
he is now slinging.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Two.
sorry. 2 DVDs.
I know.
He's a slinging machine.
I love how revved
got a
up
guy-
he gets from one sale.
I know,
It's
right?
like one sale, he's like, I'm fucking.
You know what's
killing
funny?
it.
I challenged him to sell a
That's
movie
called-
and he didn't do it yet.
I haven't done it yet, but that's called motivation, guys. I'm getting motivated. We just had a guy walk by us dressed up like Heath Ledger's Joker. Now he's taking pictures.
looks
with
pretty
people.
good,
He
I
does
think.
actually look really good.
That's an impressive cosplay.
I have seen that guy. I saw that guy at Comic-Con
we
last year.
got a guy dressed up like Gene Simmons
Oh,
from
yeah.
Kiss.
He's
That's
coming
fucking
this way.
awesome.
See, that's brave too. Look how skinny those
I
legs
know.
are.
Yeah.
That's brave. I actually, my hat's off to the men who do stuff like that because
Dude, it's so
women
brave.
is kind of accepted now.
Yeah.
You're used to seeing it and you enjoy it, and men and women both enjoy it. But for a man to come out in something that's a little bit more risque, if you will, that takes a lot of balls.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is
Balls.
a lovely ballroom. I just got a chance to look at the chandeliers in here, and I'm telling you right now, the chandeliers alone.
Yeah, we're coming to you live from the Point Hilton Squaw Peak in Phoenix, Arizona. So
Yeah.
it's one of the 5-star hotels out here.
Oh, we got an announcement
Hold on,
happening.
guys.
Ron Jeremy,
Ron Chaney's son, I believe, is here.
Lon Chaney's son, Ron Chaney. Yes,
Ron
he is
Chaney's
here.
here,
He is
yeah.
here. Oh, not to mention also this weekend they had the entire cast of Fright Night out here.
That's
doing a
fucking
panel.
badass.
The entire cast.
Yeah.
Everybody together. Even Amanda Beers from like Married with Children. Remember, she was Darcy that lived next door.
Oh, yeah.
The Squares.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fucking
She was
awesome.
out here. I didn't get to see her, or I didn't recognize her. although-
I still get taken aback when I watch Fright Night and I see her in the role she's in,
Right.
and like especially towards the end of the movie when she's like more like, I don't know, sexually charged woman and shit. It's just like,
I
it's
know,
Darcy.
right? I know, to go from one extreme character to another.
A lot of people know me as a sexually charged woman.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can put Mike in. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. We're going to bring Mike in. He's going to sit down and talk for a little bit, tell you his experience at the con. We got to switch places because we only have 3 seats. So,
We only have 3 seats in a 2x2 foot fucking cube right
Yeah.
here, so
so
But we make it work.
yeah.
thank you for sticking with us. Up next, Michael Salustio is going to be talking about his experience here.
At the con. And we're rolling.
Okay, guys, we are back coming to you live from Mad Monster Phoenix. And we're at the Point Hilton Squaw Peak. Very lovely day. Everybody's out here having a good time, spending money, buying up all their horror memorabilia.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yes.
what do you think, man? How's it going? How many conventions have you been to like this?
Like this, probably about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6.
A horror convention.
A horror convention? 1.
Is this the one?
This is the first one?
This might be the first horror convention I've ever gone
And
to.
what do you think? What's your observation?
I think it's great. There's actually some weird familiar faces from the cross between the Comic-Cons and the horror cons. I think that's really good.
The characters, the people walking around, or the people that are exhibiting
Some of
here?
the booths, and some of the people walking around, some familiar costumes.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yep. But I think there's some people out there that live for this stuff. It's like they're just collectors, and they just like to. They're just so. It's so ingrained into them that they love dressing up.
Yeah.
They love playing the characters. It's like a Halloween almost.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, it's an opportunity to like you said, to enjoy Halloween in the middle of June, May. We're in May. It's
Yeah,
still
it
May.
doesn't matter.
I don't know what
Every
month it
day-
is.
Yeah, we
Every
are in
day
May.
can be Halloween.
Every day should be Halloween.
It should be Halloween.
That's a great. Who's the guy getting the face makeup applied behind us?
He's a stiff, otherwise known as the staff that work here.
Uh-oh.
That's what it says on the back of their shirt. Instead of saying staff, it says stiff.
Oh, nice.
Very clever.
Very clever. Very clever.
Yeah, I like what Mad Monster's done. And, they have a lot of work to do because they travel. They don't just set up here in Phoenix and tear down until next year. Like
Is that what Mad Monster? It's
Yeah.
a traveling one? Oh,
It's-
well,
it's
ladies
traveling.
and gentlemen listening to this, check your calendars. Go to madmonstercon.com. Is that close?
Mad Monster? I think it's like
It's madmonster.com.
Madmonster.com. Check your calendar listings. See if they're coming to your town.
yeah. They and they do a good job. It's I'm sure.
No, it
it's
is
not
set up.
easy.
It's set up really nice. I was surprised with how long the line was. I got in within the first 2 minutes of the door opening, and I was at the back of the line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Little tip for you guys out there: if you do want to come out to a Mad MonsterCon, buy the tickets the day of. Do not pre-buy because you got to wait in a giant ass line for will call.
Yeah, no matter what. You're fucked
Tips.
either way. So, Mike,
Top tips.
Is there anything you're looking forward to at the con? Anything?
I mean, I love Fright Night, and we have Amanda Beers and
Stephen Joffrey.
yeah, they're both here.
All
So
of
I'm
them are
looking
here.
forward to that. I'm also looking forward to seeing how many films Cody can sell today.
That's the challenge of the day.
I think we lost. I think we lost our host. I think he found his new calling in life, and that's a sales.
It's slinging. He's slinging DVDs. Slinging DVDs.
Gave up the mic and picked
Gave
up
up-
the disc.
Dropped the mic.
Well, Chris, congratulations. You are now the host.
Wait. How does that happen? How did he get promoted?
What?
No, we need to discuss this further.
Okay, we don't need to discuss it. Nobody's the host, okay? There's no host.
There's no host
Well, I think
anymore.
after- I think
it's
after-
just wild.
I think
three
after
fucking
Cody
assholes sitting around.
sells more DVDs than Chris, he'll be out of the job.
I'm still the host.
He's not giving it up.
No,
Sorry,
he's
but-
not.
He
Get
almost,
back to your DVD
he
table.
almost kissed Mike to prove that he was the host.
He almost
I
did.
know.
Well, he's working
a
on
French
becoming-
kiss just happened at HorrorCon, everyone.
Yeah.
Mad MonsterCon, I mean.
HorrorCon, Mad
So-
Monster HorrorCon, scary. place.
Scary film and
I
memorabilia
wish there was a
con.
haunted house here. That's
I wish there was a haunted house con, like a haunted house convention where the best haunted house builders in the country get together and put something together.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if it was like a con and the whole con was a haunted house and you had to go and purchase stuff and there were things scaring you the whole time?
I think I'd become too annoyed to buy anything.
You
Be
think?
like, excuse me, sir, I'm trying to conduct a transaction.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you have a chainsaw on my face. I also appreciate that this stranger is now holding my credit card. I'd like to focus on that instead.
I do feel kind of weird when I'm taking somebody's credit card because you have to use the square. There's not like credit card readers around here, so it's like I'm literally taking somebody's card, looking at my phone, and punching in numbers. You got to have a lot of trust for somebody to let them do that shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's easier for you
believe it.
since you're local, so like they can track you down.
Oh, Cody's having
yeah.
technical
What are
difficulties.
you-
Technical
what are you
difficulties
trying
trying
to
to she's trying. So it's a DVD player, Cody. So
Yeah.
that's how it works.
But he was using the TV remote, not the DVD player remote.
Good job.
All
That's
he was
his
doing
first
is turning the
mistake.
TV on and off. That's all he was doing.
Just keep trying that, Cody. It'll work eventually.
Eventually it'll give up and be like,
Hey,
fine.
So, Mike, what is the shirt you have slung over your shoulder?
I
Please
bought
tell
this,
us about
I
that.
bought 2 pieces of memorabilia today.
Oh, you got 2.
I got 2.
Oh, I know what one of them is.
Was the Star Wars Holiday Special, which
See,
I have
can't
never
find
seen.
that anywhere else.
So fucking
And I
good.
got it, and I just want to see how bad this is. I mean, it has Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford in it.
I can tell you from what I've seen on YouTube, god awful.
Well,
god
I believe it.
awful.
I believe it. I wouldn't have purchased it if it wasn't god awful.
Well, yeah.
If they said this is the lost gem of the Star Wars world, I'd be like, I could see it somewhere else.
It's starting to come back to me. I think I did hear, but this was like a Christmas thing, right?
Yeah, it was a Christmas
Yeah,
special they did,
okay.
and like I think after the first one.
Yeah, he explained it to me. He said that Chewie tries to go back to Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Kashyyyk.
I believe it's Kashyyyk. And
Kashyyyk.
he just wants to go home to his family because apparently on Kashyyyk they also celebrate Christmas. Who would have figured?
Hey.
In a galaxy far, far away, they happen to also come up with Santa Claus.
We have to celebrate the birth of Wookiee Jesus.
What a find.
Kish, kish, Jesus.
No, it was
What's your shirt? What do you got there, man? What's
my
your shirt?
is a shirt. It says King Pong,
King
and it's
Pong?
a little mashup of King Kong, and he's on a ping. What is it? A pong
It is
paddle.
King Kong? I thought when I saw it, it looks like Donkey Kong, but
Well, I mean, then I think it would be. No, it could be. No,
Donkey Pong would be what it.
Donkey Pong.
Donkey
Yeah.
Pong. They done messed up because that was it. That was an opportunity
Yeah.
they lost. Donkey Pong.
Donkey
Pong,
Pong.
King Dong, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Who cares? Yes, we are. Oh, wait, no, there's one right there. There's one right behind that box.
Hey.
Right there.
Yeah.
Last one.
That is the last Blood Widow that we have at the Brain
Last
Damage
copy.
booth.
Everybody, get your hands on Blood Widow. It's going fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going good. Hey,
Which, by the way, I'd like to say,
Chris, you got to go do a
I
transaction.
don't know yet. I'm going to wait and see how this plays out.
Okay, let's watch Cody.
Yeah.
Let's just watch and see what happens.
Let's see it and grade him.
Listen to the sweet sounds of the con.
What are you doing? Make the sale. He's interested. He's obviously interested.
He's holding the film, Cody.
Oh God.
Oh,
He's
no,
giving
no,
it back.
no.
Oh wait.
Where, there's the question. Where else are you going to find that movie?
It is the last one.
Hold on. What?
Listen to the sweet sounds of the
Steve,
con.
our intern Stevie P,
Has stepped in.
Well,
he has stepped
Looks
in.
like
thank goodness.
Cody. Looks like Cody is like a deflated balloon.
Making that.
Hey, he needs your phone. All
Okay, let's take.
right,
a
we're
break.
going to take a
Right
break.
back.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. So we're down to 2 crew members now.
We've lost 2 crew
We've
members.
lost 2
Where's
crew
Mike?
members. Mike is outside.
Mike's outside. He must
Yeah.
have met somebody. We
We've
don't
lost 2 crew members. We're here by ourselves now. How's it going?
know. The gang
Doing
from
good.
the Rocky Horror Picture Show just
walked by. Just walked by.
Woo!
us.
You look good.
We're having a good time here. It's a long day, but it's worth it because this con is fun as hell, man.
Yeah, and honestly, like when we have these long days, I'm glad that I'm a vendor, so I can actually sit down,
Yeah.
and watch all the people go by. Because when you're walking around, you might miss a lot of people because you're always moving and they're moving, and there's like more variables. But when you sit here, they all walk by you, so you get to see all the cool stuff.
So where's the after party at tonight?
I don't know. I was
not
thinking
a-
about trying to find one, but
I heard it was in your hotel room.
I don't think it is.
That's what I
I
heard.
don't know. I didn't hear that.
I heard party don't stop because it's in your hotel room.
Well,
there ain't no party like a horror con party because a horror con party don't stop. That's what I heard.
that's what I heard. I know I'm going to be partying naked with my girlfriend in that hotel room
Yeah,
tonight.
right. Yeah, right, dude. You don't even know any girls,
Yeah, I do.
let alone be your friend.
Yeah, I do.
We got some more people walking by here, just looking at them, telling you all about them, people.
Just looking at him. Okay, so we got a guy over here in a floral shirt.
I will sell a DVD on this podcast in
yes,
front of you guys.
I will
too.
be selling DVDs while podcasting.
That's what I do. You know, you challenge this guy, he'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We work and play
We
at the same time.
work and play at the same time. So a lot of interesting things around here, a lot of toys and stuff like that. Mostly toys. I was actually kind of shocked by that. For
Yeah.
a horror convention, I didn't realize how prominent the toys were.
I'm just wondering where they get them all.
all over, man.
Like, where do you get them? Like, these guys next to us, they've got racks of action figures. Well, not horror figures, I should say.
Yeah, they do have so many.
And it's like, where do you get them? Do you just go on eBay and just buy up a shitload to bring here? Or do you have a deal with the company that makes the toys? Or I don't know.
No, they probably just buy them off eBay.
And there's several companies.
Sell 'em for more.
There's several companies around the Mad Monster that sell kind of the same toys,
Yeah.
the same brands, anyways. I
Yeah,
should
it's
say.
that Funko Pop vinyl figures that I collect also. Those things are super popular right now. So, and they're easy to get addicted to because they're always like your favorite things in like movies or pop culture.
But they're kind of like bobblehead-ish,
Yes,
right?
yeah. They do make some that are bobbleheads. So,
Yeah.
they're fun though.
Like almost anime style.
Yeah, a
sort
little
of.
bit, but cuter. Almost like Hello Kitty-ish.
This is the first time I've ever been to a convention, and I thought that I would actually buy a horror action figure.
And you didn't?
No, I haven't yet. I mean,
Which one were you looking at?
I mean, I've been looking at these ones for the past 2 days. They've got a Nightmare on Elm Street. One thing I've been noticing is the sequels. The sequels of things have been popping up around here. So, for example, there's Halloween. I've been seeing Halloween 3 represented. It's like when did that come out of the woodwork? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
when
Like
did that
everybody
become big?
fucking hated that movie. And now it's like all of a sudden like a cult classic, I guess. Friday the 13th Part 2. Like that. I mean,
Part 2. I like Part 2.
but I've
though.
never really seen it like displayed as much as I've seen it displayed here.
Really?
It's like it's always the original or
Yeah.
one of the later ones, you know?
I was surprised, dude. I walked around, not a lot of Leprechaun stuff.
No.
And I asked the one of the guys selling shirts. He's like, "You got any Leprechaun shirts?" He's like, "No, but I'm always looking for new designs." He's like, "Didn't he land on the moon?" I was like, "Leprechaun in space."
Did he land on the moon?
Yeah, Leprechaun in space. I don't remember if they landed on the moon or
He was
not.
on a spaceship.
But he was on a spaceship.
Did he ever fly the spaceship?
I don't think he ever flew this. I don't know. He's got magical
Did
powers.
you watch it?
I did a long time ago. I haven't seen it
Okay.
in forever. The fourth one's
So
not my
nobody
favorite.
knows. if you know, please write into the show, call into the show.
Please write in.
Please write in, send a letter.
Please send a letter.
Send a letter to my house.
About the show.
And let us know if Leprechaun lands on the moon in Leprechaun in Space.
We'd really appreciate that. Thank you.
We are here right now at the Brain Damage booth with Linnea Quigley. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking the time out. We know you're busy. We're just here to talk about, I just kind of want to get to know you a little bit. It's not so much, that you are in the hot seat, but I want to know about your experience, your life as an actress, as a cult film icon, if you will. And kind of how do you feel about that? How do you feel about having a status like that?
Well, I know last night in bed we discussed a lot of that, but I feel very privileged to be a cult status person because it's like, to me it's an honor because I loved watching cult films myself, going to the drive-in, having my dad drive me and my friends to the drive-in and watching these and watching them on Saturday nights with my girlfriend. So I'm just really, really thankful about it.
Is it so you feel like it's ingrained into you? Like you grew up on it. It was something that you already had your sights kind of set on a little bit. How did you find yourself becoming an actress then? What was your first big break?
I think my first, I don't call it a big break really, but the first time I had something that was where I had some lines and stuff was in Fairy Tales, which was through Charlie Band.
Okay.
And it was before it was called Full Moon, or before it was called, let's see, what was it called? Name.
It's been several different names.
It's been a couple different names, but it was just Charles Band Productions.
Sure. Yeah.
And that kind of sparked like, oh my God, I'm a star. I remember writing in my diary because I had some lines in a movie. I felt like, wow.
Yeah, so then going off of that, was it like I have to do this. This is something that this is what I want my life to be, and you just went for it. And obviously, a lot of people try that. A lot of people, get one opportunity, they try to go do it, but they just can't make it work for themselves, or it just doesn't work out the way they planned. But for you, it's like you just kept steamrolling into these bigger and bigger roles, to the point now where it's like, people come to see you, they want to talk to you, they want to know about you. Does that kind of trip you out a little bit?
It does. It really trips me out. I just met a great girl named Jada, and she made dolls of me as Trash and as of Suzanne and of Spider. And it's like, wow, and she said I influenced her life and everything. And it does trip me out because I'm real shy in person, and so it tripped me out really a lot.
Yeah. Did you, on any of your films that you've ever worked on, did you ever have like an experience that really struck you in a way to where you thought maybe like I don't want to do this anymore, or was it always like perpetually pushing you to bigger and better things?
I think it always pushed me to do bigger and better things. And, there's been sometimes I'm on set where I'm just so cold or miserable. I just want to not be cold and miserable, which everybody in life has that happen to them. So it's just like, well, it'll be over soon and then I'll do something. And it seems like the less you do, the more you get paid.
Really?
It's like, like for David Dakota, I went in and did like a line for him, like a voiceover, like something like, "Oh, you've got a gun," or something like that. And I got paid as much as I would doing a full day of filming.
Freezing your ass off somewhere.
Freezing my ass off. So it evens out a lot.
Yeah. And do you get approached by a lot of independent filmmakers to be in their films? Do a lot of people want to include you in their films, and how do you feel about signing on to a project that's maybe really low budget or just somebody that's kind of like starting out?
I like helping people that are starting out. I do ask for the money though because I've earned my dues.
Sure,
definitely.
But I do like to help people because I was there before, and definitely people helped me.
Yeah.
So I just give it back.
Yeah, you have some compassion, and you know that your name and your face, like, it does mean something in the film community, you know. And you know, Brain Damage, independent horror distribution company. One of the things that we look for when we're licensing films is a recognizable name. So do you know your worth when you go onto set like that?
I have no idea what my worth is.
No, you just kind of go with the flow.
I just go with the flow and think I'm equal with everybody else.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I mean, that's humble.
Good.
That's a very humble approach, because, you know, some actors, they do get a little, you know, they feel like they're holier than thou and don't want to have anything to do with you or don't want to take any direction from you. But when you get experiences like working with you, that sheds a little more hope and light for these independent filmmakers, I think. So what are you working on now? What I know you're producing a lot now, so.
I'm producing a lot now. Right now, one of the things I was working on fell through, but we're working on another one that deals in really what you have to go through to become a scream queen.
Okay.
Nice.
Something that, you know, not just, you know, knowing your dialogue and that, but just things that you really have to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does it differ from being a producer from an actress? Is that like a complete opposite, or you feel at home at that still because you've been in the industry for so long?
I feel at home with it, and I did it before with David Dakota. It's a lot more meetings you have to go to, a lot more preparation. And I'm not talking about preparation H. I'm talking about like lots of preparation, and you have to know the different departments of all the films goings on.
Yeah, you have to know the inner workings really well,
Yeah,
of like
the
how
inner
things come
workings.
together and how to communicate with and get across what you want, what
Yes.
you're trying to get out of it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is just one question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. But I feel like a big part of the horror culture is, at least for an actress or for a scream queen, is being comfortable doing nudity in films. Was that something that you just jumped right into and you were cool with, or did you have to like build yourself up into that, or did somebody convince you to do it and you were like, that's no big deal, I'll do it again?
Well, I was terrified. I had, luckily, the background where my dad was a doctor, so it wasn't like nudity was like considered horrible or bad. So, but the film community, when I started, considered that bad. If you did nudity, that was a horrible thing. Your career would go nowhere if you did something nude. So it was like hard to do, knowing that in my mind, thinking, oh, I'll never go anywhere. If I do this, I'll get stuck in it. But I persevered and just acted like it was no big deal.
And isn't it like kind of crazy, you know, how things have changed, you know, where one time that was like so taboo, they thought your career would be ruined, but now you look at these Hollywood A-list actors and it's like they start off like, no, I'm not going to do any of that. But then eventually they fall into a role that they can justify doing it for.
Yes.
And then it, you know, and I personally think it does elevate their career in some way. It shows a certain amount of bravery and what you're willing to do for the art and the craft of filmmaking. You're willing to go beyond your comfort zone, you know?
You're willing to get into that character also, that, you know, if that's something that character would do, then you would have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what movie I think kind of changed the A-listers?
What's that?
Was Basic Instinct.
Oh, I agree.
I don't know if I'm right, but because she did that, it kind of made it okay for the other actresses to do it.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, I will totally agree, too.
No, I agree with that.
There's always got to be, like, I guess, a pioneer in some way. And not to say that was a new thing by any means, like doing nudity, but as far as A-list titles that, you know, Grandma and Grandpa are going to go see in the movie theater, you know, for it to be that risque was kind of pushing the boundaries. But it's good that happened because that opens the door for more creativity, for more, you know, people to feel more comfortable. And honestly, like, you know, nudity can be gratuitous, but at the same time, a lot of people look at it like this person's beautiful. This person looks great. Like they admire. It's an admiration kind of thing, and they admire the bravery of doing such a thing. So
That's
I know
true.
I do.
I do too. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
No. I mean,
You never know.
so cool. Any other questions for Linnea?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming and sitting down with us. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate your time very much.
Well, thank you. And everybody out there, treat animals as equals and don't eat them.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. Let's not cut yet. I was going to ask you a little bit more about that. I know you're a big advocate for animal rights.
Yes.
Do you want to just kind of talk about what you do there real quick?
I just kind of make people aware without shoving it down their throat
Sure.
about animals and experimentations on them and things that go on, and hopefully they'll listen and maybe get something out of it. I've seen a lot of horror fans change, and they're so happy about it. And I've taken people, like fans and that, to the pound and saved animals.
Wow.
That's
awesome. Yeah.
That is awesome. I just actually adopted a dog myself like 2 months ago. So
Yay.
he's fantastic. He's the best dog. One of the best dogs I've ever owned, straight from the pound. He's a pit bull mix too, which I know they have a very hard time getting adopted. So
Yes, they do.
He's a sweetheart.
He is. He's the biggest sweetheart. I have a 16-month-old son, and he treats him like he's glass. Like, it's crazy. That dog already knows.
And here's one more thing I just popped in my head really quick, just kind of relating to horror films or films in general. You know, we're so used to seeing slasher films, people getting killed on screen, but isn't it amazing the reaction that you get when an animal gets hurt on screen?
Wow, we're on the same level.
It's like
yes.
animals and children, that is like a no-no.
No.
It's a
Yeah.
no-no.
The horror fans will walk out if an animal gets hurt.
Yeah, isn't that
or
gr-
a kid? Yeah.
But that's kind of
They don't
that,
like it.
that makes me feel good because it's like we
Yeah.
can like this stuff and we're not bad people. Like
No.
we care about life, you
Right.
know, whether it's human or animal or anything.
Yeah.
Like, and I just think that's, I don't know,
It's
I
just
always
another
thought
realm.
about that.
It's just another realm of fantasy that people just get into, and you know what I mean. That's what they can accept it. But when you bring in something that can't defend itself, it takes it a little bit too much close to home,
Yeah.
to where you
Yeah.
don't.
You start to realize who you really are and who other people really are. It's
Yeah.
like,
True.
you think that's funny? Like, it's not funny, you know? And
Because it
most-
happens. That's what's
Exactly.
horrible
It's
about
very
it.
Yeah.
terrible.
Mhm.
It's terrible.
Well, anyways, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sitting down with us. Really appreciate it. We love you. We love your work. And
Yes.
we hope you're having a good time here at Mad Monster. Super, super happy you could make it out.
I'm having a wonderful time.
And guys, coming up, look forward to a Blood Story produced by Linnea. It's coming out next month, and we will catch you later.
yeah, and a shout out to Joe Hollow.
Joe Hollow, we love you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.